rumors about that actually happening. Now, we've heard about it. We've heard that there are projects that have actually been greenlit, and they're looking for calendar dates. But as of now, there's nothing concrete. But I tell you, everywhere I go, that's the most asked question is when and if there would ever be a reunion. So I think that the possibilities are certainly strong, and look forward to the opportunity if it actually happens.
Wow, wow. Now, you have done a lot of stage plays. I've seen a lot of your work on Netflix, from Hulu to Netflix to different stage works. You have played a lot of ministers. I take it that you are a very spiritual man. Are you a minister as well?
No, I am not a preacher, but I have a ministry.
Oh.
I believe that every gift that God gives us is a ministry. So, no, I don't have a R-E-V in front of my name. I don't have an acronym after my name. But I am a man who loves God.
Okay. Wow. Wonderful. Because I see a lot of work that you have done from playing a minister, doing weddings, from so many movies that you have been in. It takes a whole entire encyclopedia to go through your work of craft.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, no, we enjoy seeing you as from acting from the good guy to the gangster to the preacher, and we enjoy each and one of you, and it shows that your work and your craft is wonderful. What is it that you want new playwrights, actors to understand about this industry?
Well, the first thing I want them to understand that it is indeed a business, that there are many folk who have talent, and lots of folk who have gifts. But this is a business, so just like any other business, a craft. It's when I have studied to show myself approved. A craft is when I have put in the time to develop, create, and master the ability to take my gift, and that craft is how I make a living on it. So there were times when, growing up, when folks grew up in generations of craftsmanship were handed down, whether it's from carpentry to whatever it is, but that craft is how you take that gift and hold it until you begin to master it. And in any business, I don't care if I go into my doctor's office, I want to be able to look on my doctor's walls and see that he or she has earned the ability to take that gift and turn it into a craft. So I think that I want young artists to understand that you should be studying, you should be developing, you should be creating as many opportunities as you can to hone in that craft so that you can master that ability to become unique and special. I think that's how we have so many, the artists that we do have who have had longevity in their careers, because they've done more than wait for an opportunity to perform, but they continue to develop that craft.
Let me ask you this question. A lot of people get into TV and then they step out of the industry. What is the reason they step out the industry and then decide to go into stage work but not back into TV or movie or film?
Often they don't step out the industry. Often the industry helps them out.
Oh, wow.
Everyone wants to work. Everyone wants to make money. Everyone wants to have the ability to showcase his or her gift. The industry has a reputation for using you up. They figure if I can't use you anymore to make money, then I'll go somewhere else. So the stage is the true art form where it doesn't matter how popular you are, but most important is that you have your gift, that you have your craft, that you put in your work. And that is why stage is so well appreciated, because it's about the work. So often television or even movies, and especially television, you go, I don't understand how this foolishness ever made it to television. It's horrible. I don't know how these actors can sound like they're reading the lines. And so often it's because they have a look that folk think is unique, or they have a personality that people think are unique. But in theater, it's about your craft. It's about your gift. It's about your ability. So it has very little to do with less to do with how you look and less to do with your personality, but it's a place where it breeds great artists, great actors, great workers. So when the industry has turn their backs on you, or you don't find an opportunity for you to exercise your gift based on your look or your ability, that's where you turn to theater with a true art form, where it is more important to that where you have an opportunity, that platform to exhibit your gift, rather than having someone approve that through a casting director or whomever to approve your gift, but it's validated in theater by your ability to perform.
Wow, amazing. I was sitting around the other night with a few colleagues, and we were looking at Empire, and we were saying who would fit better in certain characters. And I came up and I said, no disrespect to Malik Yoba. I mean, he's doing a great job on Empire, but I said I think Tommy Ford would be really good as playing that role that Malik is playing right now. What do you think about that? Have you seen the series?
Well, first of all, Malik is a good friend of mine. When I finished the Martin show, I moved on to do the show New York Undercover. So I am familiar with Malik, and I think he's a wonderful actor. Yes, I've seen the series. I haven't got a chance to look at it very often. The creator of this series, Lee Daniels, used to be my manager. He started me off in the business.
Wow.
So, yeah, right out of college, out of USC, their fine arts acting program.
Okay.
So he's the one who got me started in the business. So, I don't think that I don't ever put myself in a position to take somebody else's gift. What God has for me is for me.
Okay.
So Malik is there because he has the talent to do it. Now, the difference is, I give this scenario often, you may have one piano, you may have one sheet music, but whether it's Liberace, Stevie Wonder, or whomever is at the piano, there is their style that makes it special and unique. It's the same instrument. Stevie Wonder can't even read the music, but he was still going to bring his style to the table.
Wow.
Another example I give is you can have the same chicken, the same grease, the same stove, but nobody's chicken tastes like grandmama's. So
Wow.
It's not that the other chicken is bad. It's just a different style.
Okay.
So I appreciate not only Malik Yoba, but many of my peers who are working and doing amazing things. It's not that I could do better or they could do better, but they bring their style to the table, and I appreciate that.
Well, I've seen how you act as the police chief on New York Undercover and everything, and as the good cop, bad cop, and you have a great demeanor and disposition. I know you're a very busy man. I know you're moving around trying to get all your productions together and everything. We would love to. Our audience would really love to know much more about Mr. Tommy Ford, and they can go onto your website. You said, what was that again, sir?
That's www.tommygotajob.com.
All right. Wow. So how do you keep in contact with all your cast members from past shows, or do you just run past them every now and then?
We do. Often we stay in contact. Sometimes that even when we're not in physical contact, we're thinking of one another often, or praying to one another often. We'll see one another and embrace one another, and so it becomes very wonderful to develop the relationship that you do in this business. I tell people all the time, particularly in theater, we're working together 6 to 8 weeks just to prepare a show. So we develop a relationship, a trust, a family, a kinship, and that's very unique, and often they last a lifetime. So it's always great to run into folk who I've worked with before, and I always look forward to working with them again and see them again in many aspects of our careers.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, can I ask you one more question? If you had to pick out a TV series in today that's currently running right now, which one would you feel will be a good stage play?
Stage play? Wow. That's a difficult question for me, particularly because I just don't watch a whole lot of television.
Wow,
however,
that's amazing.
The thing about theater is that we're just surrounded by so many creative people, and that's what I love about theater, that we have the ability to make the impossible possible. we have the ability to take some things that you never thought could ever work and go and say, wow, that was creative. So I think the beautiful thing about theater is you welcome folk into your world. For the last several years, I've been able to participate in the Black Theater Festival out in where is that, North Carolina. But it's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to have folk from all over the world at this festival where there's just theater everywhere. And the spirit is wonderful, is grand. It just can have creative people that folk I haven't seen in many, many years, or folk I hadn't seen because of every other year. It's just theater just is a different world. The world cannot, I wish the world could see through the eyes of theater, through the eyes of artists in the theater, because we just have a way of accepting people and loving folk for who they are, flaws and all. So I couldn't choose a show, but I do know that any show out there, that somewhere in this world, because of how creative and broad and colorful our minds are and how we interpret and see things, that it doesn't matter what it was, we'd find a way to bring a colorful, creative, and a wonderful presentation to the stage.
Wow, I am so honored to hear words of wisdom from a master of his craft, because you do take it serious, and we can tell, and we don't shortchange from anyone's craft. But when we see Mr. Tommy Ford, I don't care if it's a stage play, from a movie, from any type of work, your craft speaks upon your demeanor, and I know most people get intimidated, but I'm honored to speak with you, and I want to thank you very much for taking your time out, and Mr. Victor Gully for reaching out to you to call in on Playwright Tuesday, which we do every week. And next time when you're here in Chicago, Mr. Ford, I invite you to our station here in Maywood. Hey, we're going to take care of you. We'll take care of you. So we look forward to having you here in Chicago. Will you be coming anytime soon?
Actually, I'm there often. You said you're in Maywood?
Yeah, we're in Maywood, right on.
Okay, a dear friend of mine, Reverend Tyrone Kreider, is pastor of Mount Calvary, and he's from Maywood, and his first cousin is Doc Rivers, so I'm no stranger to Maywood.
Oh, wonderful.
And have some wonderful, wonderful folk out there. So I look forward to stopping by and seeing it. But I'm doing a lot of work out there with schools and motivating young people. And I was just there for the Black History Month program last month with Jesse Jackson spoke as well. So I'm there often, and I love the city and look forward to coming back and sharing again.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Ford. I'm giving you respect because I want to call you Tommy so bad, but
Tommy is just fine. I'm just Tommy. That's all I am, just Tommy.
Just Tommy, huh? So Tommy got a job now. So
I got a job, dog.
Got a dog. Go, okay. Well, thank you very much, Tommy, for calling in to Smooth 90.5 FM. You are officially a member of our family, and you are welcome anytime. When you come into the station, hey, you just walk right in, just kick in that door. Hey, I don't care if I'm on the air, you kick in the door, you walk right in, you just sit down in front of the mic, because just take control, man, because it'll be your show.
Thank you so very much.
Well, thank you very much, Tommy. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the one and only Tommy Ford from the Martin Lawrence Show. Y'all got to tune in every day. Mr. Tommy Ford, hey, he loves to come to Chicago, and he will be coming to our station real soon. Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy Ford calling all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, I'm over here. I got chills all over. I had Mr. Tommy Ford. What happened to my callers? Come on, are you serious? I gave y'all the number, told y'all we had y'all really. Come on, we had Tommy from Martin Lawrence, Tommy Ford, Come on, y'all had a chance to talk with them. Call in and talk with them.